Hello, Susanna here. I've seen quite a few videos of everyone coming back from the retreat because there was a lot of YouTubers there. So I only went, my retreat was with my husband and we stayed at the house with Dawn and Corrine, and I went to the last Saturday class, but it was just a really nice time away, and it was beautiful. We got a house in Kangaroo Valley, but the trip up, I went to a few op shops, so I'll show you some of my op shop haul. We left on the Monday and stayed at Wodonga, and where we stayed in High Street there was like 5 op shops, and considering there was that many op shops, there's some bit of slim pickings. But also on the way through we went through Seymour and I got a couple of bits and pieces from there. So my husband's also got a little thing. It was so cute. It's in the lounge room. I may not remember to get it. It was like a little house. It was in with all the Christmas stuff. This was only 50 cents. And it was a little house, and when he opened it up there was like a tiny little nativity scene in there, and he was like, oh, it's so cute. And the girls were amazed that a guy would be like, it's so cute, it's so cute. And I'm like, he's been hanging around me too long, I think. So just from the Christmas table, I thought I'm going to grab that. 50 cents, can't go wrong. I might even wrap that around my Christmas tree that I've got hanging up. You may see on a when I do a FaceTime video, I've got a bit of stuff there. What else? I said, oh, let's grab this. I've got one at home, just because my husband and I were at the house while Dawn and Corrine were making that runner. And so, and it was so hot. It was so hot. So thank goodness there was an air conditioner. The first day we actually went to Fitzroy Falls, and gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. If I can manage it, I think I should, because Corinne's told me how. I'm going to put some photos at the end, so some of our bits and pieces of where we went to Fitzroy Falls. We were in Kangaroo Valley, which is about half an hour out of Robinson, and it's sort of really low down, and you've got this winding road to get down there. But geez, it's a beautiful area, like as in Kangaroo Valley and Robinson. And Brad goes, I think our word for the week is beautiful. It was just beautiful, and it was still green, but apparently it gets the highest rainfall in New South Wales in Robinson, so that's probably why it's still so green. It just reminded me of England. It was beautiful. Anyway, I managed to find, my A to Z book of embroidery, which I think is at the back here. That's the one. Embroidery stitches, which is like my little Bible. Well, I found one at the op shop, and the beauty of it, it's got little patterns in the back, which the other one doesn't have. I won't, it's going to be a long video, so look, how ironic is that? That's the topiary tree, your rose bush that I'm working on. So it's got projects. Koala. See, I might show you the projects. But, the chick. I'm like, what's up with its feet? They're huge. Are they really that big? Yeah, so cute. All different types of stuff. It's basically the same as the A to Z of embroidery stitches, but what I love about this, pom-pom, there are a few different stitches, but there's they're so detailed. Like, there are some really good books out there, but the A to Z, they're old, and this is the old one as well, and I've got the original old one. They're still around, but they're the old, that's the old cover, and that's the old one. So they're just beautiful. So I was really happy to find that. And here, you probably saw on Corinne's video, here's the other pillow slip. I thought, ooh, I love that. It was, 2 pillow slips for $1. Couldn't, so cheap. I think this was $5, which is actually really good for a book, because I think they might be $25 new, maybe more now. What else? Oh, I got this. Oh no, this is still from, I'll get the stuff original. That's from in Seymour, I think. Look at this. I thought, oh, the still life thing we're doing. It was a sample, and it's what, 54% linen, 64% cotton. Beautiful. I'm like, oh, I like that. So just sort of fleur woods at the new Roxy project, you know, that what we're going to be doing. So that was $1. How good is that? That you don't buy this stuff for that cheap. Like, I was in the right place at the right time. Got a couple of doilies. I think these are now the you know, the op shops in Wodonga. So I was just on the lookout. I like the stitched doilies. So that sweet little bird. And I think these two, and they were, I think I was really lucky. I just seem to have, like, you never get them that cheap. I think this, they just chucked them all in, and this bag for all of these 5 were $1 or $2. Like, and this was for 2 of these, maybe $2, so $1 each, which is pretty cheap. Got pansies, needs a bit of a wash, but you know, that's what you do. I think this might have been $1. Good, is it Good Morning? I just like the background colour. Maybe not that fussed with these, but the background colour is sort of like a really soft cotton. So yeah, same pickings, but you know, you just what I did get was good. Now I bought this because my piece. Now if Sarah and Rachel are watching this, I actually gifted them one of these little panels. This is what it looks like, but you can do it very differently. I wanted something. I wanted a crochet hook, and I don't crochet, so that I could lean it up against there. So because that's, you know, crochet to that, and I thought perfect colour just goes with that. I mean, it's huge. It looks like a massive crochet hook. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah. So that's something that I'm probably going to see if I can find, you know, somehow get it sitting on there, because it is going to be very 3D. We've got the 3D thing to go here. Remember the 3D thing to go there. So I'm like, yay, because I don't crochet. So I was pretty happy to find that. And here's that beautiful blanket that I got for $5, and it's such a good quality that I shared with Dawn and Corinne. And this, I'm hoping my friend Mel is not going to watch this. I got this and I saw that, and it's Japanese, and she loves Japanese stuff, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna put that with, you know, a few little bits and pieces in there. Needs a bit of a wash for Christmas, because it's really her style. So that was my op shop finds. Pretty happy with that, including my Uno, which we played. So I'll put that over here. Got my selection of stuff. And while I was away, I was working on my the Roxy panel, because I wanted to show them. So I still haven't finished, but I've gotten closer. So I'll give you a look. So this is the spring, and the spring bulbs, and the nest, and then the spring blooms. This would, which I used. What was it? Something that we were working on. Oh, the Stitch the Seasons, and I didn't want it to go to waste because I had all these steed stitch, but it's actually got the felt underneath. So here were bits and pieces I still got to stick on. The wildflowers, and then the bugs. So I got the bug specimens. I'm hoping that it, where are we? There we go. And then this Lazy Days of Summer. This is, I've stitched that down, and that's being Vliza fixed, but did that, and that's about it. I want to do some you know, highlight bits in with the, you know, the embroidery, what do you call it, thread painting. That's the one. So here's the, still got to paint that, stitch that down. Here's the autumn, the first autumn page with the autumn colours. Got that in, you know, I'm using the fabric kit that I got from the Roxy girls from the March retreat I couldn't make. So I used a lot of the fabrics, you know, here. You can see that I think that might have been part of one as well. That lace. I love this. I just love how that turned out. Originally I was going to put a yo-yo on there. I think this one. Yeah, it's quite a bit of stitching on the back of that one. I just got this beautiful variegated thread that just seemed to look really good. And you might recognise some of these mushrooms. I had these and I gave one to Corinne. This was from the Roxy Girls pack as well. And then here is my autumn bird, more the colours than the actual bird. I just thread painted the actual chest and then went around here, and I put that there, which was going to be there, but I thought, no, this needed something. I think this was from the girls pack as well as a lace, and the actual background fabric too is the Rachel's. The winter berries just happened to sit on this. I ironed it. There was winter berries written on there, and then I had ironed all these little, so I made them round, and this is wool, so it's all going to look like that. And then I've still got to paint, so I'm still getting there because it's so much work. And here's the winter visitors, and these are the bits and pieces from Rachel's pack as well. This was actually from Zoe. Zoe had these hand dyed stuff, so I'll show you that. And this was from Rachel's pack as well. So this is winter flowers, whether I do that or I've got a flower in one of Rachel's packs in a minute that I was like, ooh, does this work? And I'm like, I'll have a look. Hang on, we're jumping the gun. I was going to show you this later, but I wanted to see if I could find that flower. These fabrics are gorgeous. Wondering if that works. What do you think, peeps? Very bright. Probably not a winter flower, but it might work. Matches that. So I'll show you this kit later. Jumping in the gun. So there you go. There's I might pin it. See if we put it in. You know, either embroider those flowers. Like these colours go better. I think by the time I cut out the background, it might work. Because the leaves are quite green in winter. Oh, I think my pin cushion's somewhere else. Here we go. There we go. We'll just pop that in there just in case. So that was one of the bits we got in the kit, so I'll probably use that. So I fold it up. Yeah, I think I showed this to the girls, that it was sitting in my bag probably in the last 5 minutes as we were leaving. I showed some of the other ladies sitting at the table, but the girls were wandering around teaching, being very good. Oh, everything flying. So we'll just pop that there. So I'm getting close to getting done, because this series was done while I had my eyes were a bit sore. Oh, I've got to put that on there as well. I want to sort of make that on there to look like snow for the winter. So I'll be back with that. Okay, now where else did we go? Oh, here is stuff like Zoe's little packs that I bought. I actually went in because I didn't go to the class where they did the Christmas runner, but I asked the girls, because there was a lot of girls that I knew there, like some that had gone to my retreat, and I hadn't seen in a while. I said, oh, I wouldn't mind coming in. So I went in probably about, I don't know, 3:30, 4 o'clock towards the end of the day, and had some time with the girls, just chatting and looking at their projects and all that kind of stuff. And they were so nice to let me do that, which was good. So I caught up with those girls. Some of them actually went and did the class the next day, the artwork. But while I was there on that day, I got this Zoe's ones, and this is the red I'm using for the berries. So I bought that, and then I came home and, you know, did sew with the berries because it's just so beautiful. And because it's variegated, you got some of these other ones. Corinne bought a few of them, but they're so gorgeous. And I got this, that blue, you had a blue, these are hand dyed. Had a blue piece and a blue piece of fabric, which I think I might have some other bits and pieces in there. Yeah, I did, I'll show you. And then the yellow with the yellow, and sort of like this orange with the orange. But she dyed this beautiful, beautiful, yeah, look, I'll just show you. Here's my piece. Hopefully it's all in camera. Not all of it. But everyone commented on that. That was the hand-dyed bit by Zoe, and then sort of like that went with that. And here's that blue, the blue that went with the blue. I'll do it sideways, maybe. Yeah, so we got that beautiful bit of wool. A lot of the girls were going to turn it into a pouch. So I had a girl sitting next to me, Louise, and she was a real newbie to this sort of stuff. And hi, Louise. And it was just so nice seeing her. She said, oh, I just love it. So we got her hooked. And there was also another lady, Lauren, that was on our table that was new to it as well. So it's really nice seeing it through their eyes. So these are I got the panel, like this is from the kit. That's from Zoe's piece. I actually bought that from my place. But then we got these flowers. Corinne and I swapped. I had a blue one, and because I was doing more pinks and she was doing more blues, I said I will swap. So I gave her that. She gave her the blue one, and she gave me that one. And here's the yo-yo that Corinne was looking at in her video, and it just goes so beautifully. I mean, you've got this piece here, and the lace, and this French writing. I thought it was Italian to begin. I said, I just had a bit of a giggle. I said, it could be saying, you know, up your nose and whatever. We have no idea. So it's in French. I've got a friend that can read French, so I might get her to have a look at it. I still need to do, do some thread painting here, some stitching. So it's basically all the, the background and stuff is done. But I do need to do actual embroidery, and I still haven't done this here. I mean, there's still a work in progress, but I just think she's beautiful. And I may end up turning it into, a lot of them were turning it into pouches, and I thought, well, that's one side, the writing's that way, and that's the other side. I think it could work. The only thing that's really upside down is those, but because that's facing that way, could work. I think it would be nice to turn it into a pouch, or even a little handbag. I'm thinking that. So maybe make the handle out of some of the bits and pieces that I've got from the kit. But it looks really unusual and dark in the camera. It's nicer in real life. So in Kangaroo Valley, I found this. It just had this sort of linen thing. I just loved that it was on the spool, and there was this antique place that had quite a few things that I would have loved to have brought home, but even though we had our car and we could fit more, so I'll leave that in the background. Now, on one of the days that my husband and I were there, we went to Pioneer Village Museum, Kangaroo Valley. That was really interesting, but it was so hot. So it had all these little huts and everything, how people lived back in the day, in the 1800s. So, and then I think this was like Rendell Cottage, which was really rich, and compared to what we have now, like that was the wealthy that lived like that. It was still it was pretty rough in the pioneer days, I can tell you that. So that was really nice, but it was really hot, and the cicadas were like making lots and lots of noise. So I'm going to show you when I went in to with the girls, and said hello. They had kept it was a cheese factory, and there was sort of like a market, like a vintage market with all different stalls added to it, and I happened to find some really nice stuff. The doilies were really expensive. Rachel and Sarah had packets. Sarah had made packets with doilies, and it had, you know, something like this and this in it, and that was $14, whereas this, I think this and this was like maybe 12 or 14, and so was that just on their own. So the girls, you know, it was really good value, but I just love it, and I know I'm getting it for me. So yeah, just it's so pretty. It's just so soft and pretty, and I love that. Look how springy that is, and it's so dainty, like the work. So I thought there was lots of doilies and the girls were going through them, but I'm like, no, I'm just going to pick, you know, a couple that I think are really stunning. And Zoe actually had a stall there, which was really funny. It was the first thing that I saw when I walked in, and I got like there was two of these. I think they look like they were old curtains or something, but I love it. I love that panel. So and just such a vintagey, yeah, I think they were curtains by the looks of it. Yep. So you never know, I might even hang them up in my craft room, or even just cut up these and put them into some kits, because it's just so sweet. So nicer in real life than it is on the camera. So there were two of them, so I bought them, and I thought it was ironic that I bought from Zoe's stall. And I also got this from Zoe's stall. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that. Needs a bit of a wash, but it's so vintage. Thought you could cut out those, but the colour, I think that might have been a curtain or something too, by the looks of it. Yep. And it looks good both ways. Hang 10. I'll show you that way as well. Isn't that nice? Not sure what I was going to do with it, but I just loved it. I thought it was really pretty. It's got a big hole in the middle and all that. It needs a bit of soaking and washing, but you know. And then I'll show you that in a minute. And me and Chris, there's a little lovely lady that made these birdies. I'll show you that in a second. We were looking around at all this stuff, and I found these, or we both spotted this, and it's this beautiful, looks like a European, you know, the European pillowcases, but the lace on the edge and everything is so pretty, and I thought, ooh, and it just reminded me of what they were using for, you know, they had hemp, but I thought because some of them had that, I thought it'd be a really good background to do a project. But it was $30 for the two, and I said, well, do you want to go Harvey's? So and at $15 I can pay that, because look, handmade lace edging, beautiful. So to only get, that's how you go with someone, you do go Harvey's if something is a little bit on the pricey side. Now I saw this, a lot of you probably know, is it, I can't pronounce it, Kaffe Fassett, he does beautiful bright fabrics, and I saw this book and it just, I thought, and he's quite a bit younger, he's a lot older now, it's 93, but look at this, is gorgeous. And I just thought this was going to be beautiful inspiration to do the new project that we're going to do with the Roxy girls. That's how big it is. I didn't realise how big it is. So he obviously used to do tapestry in the day. This is in 93. Well, who does that remind you of? That reminds me of Fleur. So, you know, yeah. So he just, beautiful, beautiful tapestries. That's what the whole thing looks like. But it was really big, and it was a lot of, you know, he'd obviously drawn it out, designed this tapestry. Look at that. So there was a lot of beautiful inspiration in this book. And I actually went out for tea with the girls as well. Cheers, it was noisy in there. I mean, look at that. That's really inspiration for it. There's quite a few, like, so it's it's not just about embroidery, it's about obviously stuff that inspires him. So, you know, real inspirational stuff for the next project. Look at the one on the back. Isn't that gorgeous? And I think that was, I think it's on, is it on the last pages? Look at that. Yeah, see, that's that picture. And that's how he's turned it into a textile thing. So that's exactly the type of thing that we're doing. You get the inspiration of something, and then he's just done tapestry. It's just beautiful. So I got that. Where else? What else have we got? I'll have to show you these two. Hang a minute. Ugh. My husband really liked this, and so did I. And that was in Robinson. It's a gorgeous little box that I'm probably going to put bits and pieces in my studio. But my husband goes, ooh, because he's going to be getting his new shed. So he said, oh, it'd be nice to, you know, use this as a guide to see what I can make. So hopefully he'll be able to churn out some bits and pieces, maybe some spools and some woodworking stuff. Very basic, and it was a pretty good price, because a lot of these things, homemade things, cost a fortune. So I really liked it. Now, what else have we got? So, keep that there as showing off. Now, well, since we've got this open, this is the bits and pieces that were in this kit. So, you know, I had bits of lace. So there were, I think there was a little box of remnants of stuff. That's where I got this from. I thought, oh, need a bird. And then the girl next to me, Louise, said, oh, this sort of reminds me of your colours. So I might even, you know, maybe incorporate it in the back. I was going to put this in. It's beautiful. I did see it in the other, but I thought, oh, I'll keep that. So there was, as much as I love all these fabrics, that was, I think, that's where that sat. So, yeah, and then that was attached to that, and I thought I'll keep that lacy bit. And these extra panels, I love that. Isn't that beautiful? So that's what we got in the kit. How gorgeous is that? So I'll put that underneath. More fabric, little bits and pieces. So I picked that because I just was pink. Sarah goes, oh, I like that because it's got that pink hue to it. So I'll be definitely be keeping these bits and pieces. And there's that. I love this one. We got 3 panels, and you know, you could have cut all up and all that kind of stuff. I love that. So pretty. So this is the cotton. I think that's a linen, and then all the bits and pieces that were in there. The panel for this, oh, and like I got this and I thought, oh, how's that going to work? But it works with that, and it's, you know, works with the little birdie that's in there. So yeah, it's beautiful. Oh, I love it. I love it. Now this is, oh, we got I use those too. It's handy getting needles on a little bit of things. And so I got one of the packs. Oh, I got 2 of the packs. And these are, like Corrine mentioned in her video, they are, you know, beautiful fabrics, but they, from America, but they're feed sack. Because I know my fabric, yeah. So the price, you know, and I saw this one and I'm like, I want that one because I knew that was going to go on there. So I got a couple of them because, you know, the feed sack is the 1930s fabrics, and she got it in America, and you can tell it's just beautiful. Look at that. Look. So I think one was in the actual kit. I think it might, was it that one maybe, or this one? I can't remember. Maybe that one. But yeah, gorgeous, and they're nice and big. So love them. You can tell we all love them because all the girls that, you know, I've seen the videos of, they have got them. Now, this is a pack I bought for myself, like when she had the thing. I was being a good girl, trying not to spend too much money. I did originally have another pack, but because we got so much in our kit, I put it back because I'm like, don't need it. So, I mean, that's so me. Look at that, the pink. Oh, so pretty. So this is in cotton, but I just love the colours. I don't know if you can see it all. I love that. And I love that she's done lace by the looks of it. So I think this is her new fabric. And I said to Corinne, I said, if you want to get me a Rachel fabric, because she said, I haven't got you your Christmas present yet. So get me a Rachel fabric, because by the time I get there on the Saturday, there'll be nothing left. But Rachel was very good. She kept the stuff aside. And even on the Saturday, the ones that had been there for the 3 days previously had to wait until the new girls went through the stash, and then they could go through. So she was very considerate. So I got this beautiful fabric from Corinne. So yeah, I mean, reds and blues, you can't go wrong. Love it. I think that might be one of her new ones too, or I think Corinne might have this one. So, but this is definitely from the new pack. But I think, I don't know, I'm not sure. So that's what I got from Rachel's stash. Thought I've got to be good. Okay, now last but not least, here are the beautiful little prezzies. I got this from Chris O'Donnell, and that's the one that I went Harvey's with, that beautiful European pillowcase. And she was there on the 3 days, and she'd been handing out these, and she said, would you like one of these? I said, I saw them, I think they're gorgeous. And so she gave me one too. So really, really cute. And it's in Christmas colours, so I might put that on my Chrissy tree. I think that's really cute. And Jean Ann as well, gorgeous girl. She was there for the, I knew her from the retreat, Corinne's retreat. And she said she handed out all of these, and so she gave me one too. So I was very lucky. So sweet. Oh, it feels really nice, this beautiful wool. Really, really nice. And even puts on there, she's so detailed. I can't believe the generosity of these girls. And then Vicky was just showing me, like, would you like one? Would you like one? And I'm like, ooh, she gave me the right one with all the pinks in there. Yeah. Very, very generous girls. So thank you very much, Vicky, for that. And my beautiful handmade card from Dawn Meldrum. Just beautiful. She gave one to me and one to Corinne. Look at that. And, so I really love that. It's not one often you get cards and they get put in the recycling pile. I said, I'm going to be taking that off and putting it into a Christmas project, I think. Look at that beading. Just so pretty. Okay, well, there you go. That's what we did, and we had a ball. And yeah, it was sad to go. It's so nice being around like-minded people. I absolutely love it. So, and yeah, so I thought I'd just show you. Hopefully I can get the pictures on after this. There is a classic picture I'm going to put in there. Dawn will probably kill me. In the house, the couches, like you got the house and you got the lounge room. All 3 couches were like really sunk in, but her one was the worst. And she's sitting on the couch. It looks like she's in a couch bath. Like, it's so sunk down. So I thought, I've got to take a photo of this. So I'm going to put that in there because it was a classic. She's just sitting there, and when we're trying to get out, typical. Getting older, not getting out of the couches properly, but yeah, they were pretty bad. Okay, guys. Oh, here's more. Wait a minute. These are there you go. Here's the wool that I got, and I also bought another lot of wool. Hang a minute. yeah, I thought I'll do it. Get that in the pinky colours to match that. That's the wool that come in the kit. We all got one of these. I think we're nearly done. Yeah, so here's some more bits and pieces. Oh, just beautiful. So they're not going to go to waste. Look at that. Just beautiful. So, yeah, and that was the yo-yo that come in the kit. They all look misshapen, but, you know, you can just, when you just pull them out, you know, because they're old. I love true vintage stuff. Yeah, just pull them out, and when you sew them on, you round it up a little bit, or, you know, some people don't mind having that odd little shape, but I'm a bit more, turn them into flowers. So there you go, guys. Thank you so much for listening to my yabbering and joining a lot of us YouTube girls on our adventure. It was just so nice to meet Rachel, Sarah and Juju. So gorgeous, just such lovely ladies. I mean, I feel like I know them already because we'd, you know, been toing and froing, and, you know, we did a collaboration, and yeah, so it was nice to actually finally meet them after 4.5 years, something like that. So, and Juju was gorgeous. I ended up calling her mum in the end because she said, oh, would you like this pillow? She put it behind my back because she knew that I, you know, get a bad back. I said, oh, thanks, mum. She's gorgeous. So I've got a photo of the three of them, which I'll probably put on the end of this as well. Okay, guys, enough of my yabbering, and I'll catch you later. And thank you so much, you know, for Dawn and Corrine, you know, having the week with them, and for Sarah, Rachel and Juju, you know, teaching us this, and just, you know, spending time with all these wonderful ladies that I got to know, and, you know, catching up with some old, you know, Vanessa and Christina, and yeah, and just meeting new people as well. So thank you very much, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye.